Yo, this is Colin, my single back with another video. I was going to talk to you about the update of the King Solomon situation. See, when I went to the courtroom, there was a sell-off for Tom Howard Sambo Pig that asked me for my ID, asked for my identification, and I told him that too is that I'm not the protest only happened outside. I have a amendment right to protest outside of a public building. So he asked for my ID, which is illegal and unconstitutional. I went in the courtroom. I was by myself for a minute. Then Cash showed up like 10, 15 minutes later. Then he had some Morris papers to give to him. Before that, I'm gonna rewind back to the beginning. When I went to the courtroom, they started asking for people's IDs and all that stuff, asking for people's phones and all that. They usually do on 10th, 11th floor, since they claim it's high profile cases. Went in there, waited for like 10, 15 minutes. King Solomon came around 9:30. King Solomon came out. Then we stood up. The cracker pig told, oh my bad, the pig told us that
What's wrong with Cracker Pig?
because it's a little it's a child, so I want to say it. I can
Oh,
say
she
it.
got her headphones on.
Okay. The cracker pig, she said that cracker pig like checked my ID, asked to want me for my phone. I was able to bring my I'm not gonna say that though, but I was able to bring my I'm gonna say anyway, fuck it. But yeah, but I'm gonna go. I came in the courtroom, waited for like 10, 15 minutes. Judge started handling other people's cases. Judge Carly Quinones started talking about other people's cases. Fast forward to King Solomon's case. He came out. I stood up. The pig. Me and what was it? Me and Dino stood up to a Black Power fist. The pig said that we can't if we stand up again, we won't be allowed in the courtroom again. Stood down. King Solomon started talking. The judge said something about you not representing yourself no more. You're not propane status no more. So you gotta have your lawyer speak to you. So basically what they did, King Solomon, they took his propane status away from King Solomon. Basically they deny his rights.
So when did they do that? Did they do that while you were in the courtroom today?
No, they did that two courtrooms ago. Where I went in there, they had a white district attorney representing him instead of King Solomon representing himself. So they took his propane status away from him. Then the judge who had asked him about to proceed, about to kick King Solomon out. Then he talked to his white lawyer, white defense attorney. Then they went back there for a few hours. Then they handled another high profile case. After that, fast forward to 11:30, they somewhere around 11 o'clock, came out, the crack they believe is a cracker pig. He told us that we can't stand up again, stand up again. They gonna kick us out the court, we can't come back no more. I know him, he's trying to intimidate me and shit like that. He left me alone. Then King Solomon came out. They was start talking about them. It was an Asian, it was a chink or a gook video recording. Then it was a couple undercover pigs with some suits on. Then it was the white bald head cracker district attorney there. Then it was the judge and the sellout baton black woman that working over there.
So, basically, Black Family, what we have is a continuous campaign by the Compton court establishment to undermine, our brother King Solomon's rights, to undermine the rights and to disrespect the rights of the people who come to court to visit and who are concerned with this brother. You see what I'm saying? What you're hearing here is the difficulty that this brother has in just going to the court. Now, yeah, they might, they don't like us, but so what? We don't like them either. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with a white supremacist judge, Judge Connie Quinones. We are also dealing with Compton gang banging sheriffs who murder the Black family, and we ain't even gonna throw out all those names, you know. So this is what we have going here. They have taken away this brother's pro per status. And actually, what they really wanted to do, if we had not been monitored as close as we could, they wanted to take his pro per status, but they also wanted to drug him. You see, so you can't be pro-per if you on psychoactive drugs. So one of the ways in which they have undermined his First Amendment rights to defend himself, they have claimed that he needs psych or management drugs in order to help them to manage him on a daily basis. So now he has a white devil as a judge. I mean, as a lawyer. I guess we'll have to see how this goes. We have a Moorish entity involved right now. I'm not exactly sure what the full scoop of that is, but that's also taking place. So when we find out, did you find out when the next hearing is going to be?
Yes, the next hearing is June 20th, 2019. They said on that day will determine if you get shipped to that mental facility or not on June 20th, 2019.
Okay, stop. So, one second. What mental facility are you speaking of?
I forgot the name of it though, but King Solomon's talked to King Solomon's mother though. She told me the name start with a P. Passy.
What is it about?
It's about a mental facility. They try to get them evaluated, see what type of drugs they gonna drug them. See at the
Okay,
court.
hold on. So, this facility, who is recommending that he go to this facility?
The Carly Quinones, the judge.
So the judges, I thought that the Moors was supposed to be having him evaluated.
Yeah, the Morris is though, but Carly Quinones said that they gonna come back on June 20th to try to speed up procedures to send them to try to transport them there to the mental hospital institutions.
Okay, so what we're saying then is that on June the 22nd, June 20th, there's going to be another hearing.
Yes.
And this hearing is going to determine what?
If King Solomon's gonna be shipped, if King Solomon's gonna be evaluated and see if he's eligible to be shipped to the mental institution.
Okay. Okay, so we just this brother, he was the one that was in the courtroom. The rest of us are barred from the courtroom, so we wasn't able to participate in be there during the conversation. We will have other people there next time. So June the 20th, there's going to be a hearing. We will be in contact with his mother to determine exactly what the nature of that hearing will be. It looks like at this point, this white supremacist system is winning. They have taken away his pro per status, which basically means that he has no defense along the line of his bloodline, or however he likes to term that. So we're going to need everybody who is interested to stay on deck, boots on the ground. Let's see, this 20th, we need to have. I think we should have critical mass. I think everybody that can be out there should be out there. June the 20th, everybody who is able should be out there. If you can take off from work, you should be out there. If this brother means something to you, then you should be out there. It's just as simple as that. This is a very important situation right now. And if he loses at this point, no telling where he's going to wind up. And just like we just had a woman get murdered today in Texas, they're back to the same old thing again. So the question is, what do we do? Are we going to respond? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, bullet for a bullet? Are we just going to sit on the side and we're just going to cry and, complain and so forth? They're in Texas. And one thing that I will say about Texas, Texas seems to have a growing militant gun-toting, gun-training movement. And so I don't know who this woman's family was, but as far as I'm concerned, this family has first right to revenge. And as far as I'm concerned, the family member don't want to get revenge. Maybe somebody in the black family will step up. I can't say for sure, but it's been done, and this is the only thing that's going to check the murder of our men, women, and children. So this was about King Solomon, but at the same time, I had to drop that in there because the murder of our black family is continuing. And, the brutalization of King Solomon was a perfect example of how all this ties together. So we have these gang-banging police that's all around the nation. They're murdering black people continuously. And all we do is sit back and, So on that note, I just want to say, support King Solomon, support his family, support the movement. What do you want to say, bro?
Yeah, another thing I want to say, if y'all really do love King Solomon and support him, come to the conference, come to this reported hearing that's June 20th is much needed. So far, since King Solomon dealt with his court cases, there's only been the same people coming every single court case. We'd like to see some new people to show their support. It's not all about talk, it's all about action too. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so I want to thank everybody for sharing this moment with us. You know, it's been a very difficult situation all the way around. We had another case that came out of that, you know, so I'll be fighting a case real soon, you know, out of the Compton courthouse. But we're going to deal with it, you know, so until, what is my next court hearing? Was it 22nd? I think mine is the 22nd. So anyway, I'll be giving a shout out for my next court hearing as well. I think it's going to be the 22nd of this month, or it's going to be, here, let me see something. Yeah, it's the 22nd. So it's going to be the 22nd of this month. We're basically getting ready for trial. And so, you know, the Africatown Coalition, the Black Panther Party for National Defense, Southern California chapter, I mean, and all of the other individuals who are involved in the movement and so forth, we are all targets of this white supremacy system of illegal justice. And so we have to continue to fight as we see fit. And, you know, we need your support. You know, we need your support. It's time to start stepping up, Black family, and doing a little bit more than what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Because one day we could be gone. You know, and all it took was just a little bit more support to help us get some deeper roots, you know, on the ground. So just keep that in mind. All right. So it's Kevin Morton Price, Africatown Coalition, along with
Khalid Muslim Africatown Coalition.
Black Power.
Black Power.
Right there.